Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to All Things Spring. I'm Bill Newell, president of the Auxiliary. Our last live annual luncheon and fashion show was 2 years ago. Now we're back to enjoy one of the fun events of the year. With this event and many other activities throughout the year, the Auxiliary raises money to benefit our friends in the Nursing and Rehabilitation Center and the Memory Support Unit, and we really appreciate your support. The fashion show today is chaired by Carol Danielson. She and her team, including 18 models, have done a great job in preparing for the event. We are also indebted to Celie Stoudemire, our hospitality chair, who once again, she's made all the luncheon arrangements. So we will perhaps recall that Belk supplied the clothes for many years, but in 2020, with a stroke of genius, somebody said, why not use the clothes in the boutique storage? Folks, we have Belks in the basement. And there's more. On April 30th, we will have a combined boutique and bazaar open to non-residents as well as residents and staff. The theme will be togs, trinkets, and treasures. Don't miss it. I hope you enjoy and laugh a lot. Thanks for helping the Auxiliary to bring some extra sunshine to those across the street. And now, Pastor Olivier will lead us in the invocation. Pastor Olivier.
Let us bow our heads. Holy One, holy and mighty, holy and immortal, we come before you today with thanksgiving. It is a glorious day to celebrate. Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I shall be also. He also said, they will know you are my disciples by the way you have love for one another. That love is expressed in service. We thank you for those who serve in this community to make the lives of others brighter, who are present with one another so that they know they are valued and that their lives have meaning. May this day and all days, may we celebrate the love we have to share, and that the love be shared in service. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Enjoy your lunch and get ready for the show.
Okay, let's get going here. Did you all enjoy this lunch today? Let's really let the dining room staff hear it. I do not think that there will be any cards with negative remarks on them. Just a couple of housekeeping points for those that may feel urologically challenged. The restrooms are out those two doors and down the hall. If a smoke alarm goes off, just cover your ears. And more importantly, keep the aisles open here for the models. We don't want any tripping or pulling of shirts or anything like that. They've got to have room to get through. My wife still does not understand why I take on this event, neither do I. She says that you still don't know a thing about women's and men's fashions, and I know that, but I'm learning. So let's get the show on the road. If the models are here. Our first model is Joan Garniak. Joan is wearing a glittery blue and black tunic, which has an attached sparkling faux black shell. It is paired with black dressy pants. Joan moved here to Brandon Oaks from Fredericksburg in early 2020. She's the sister of Pat Howard, whom we all know, and is a piano virtuoso like her sister. She enjoys playing duets with both her sister and violinist Jan Summers. Our next models are the first of three couples today, and it's Joe and Spuzzy Duckwall. Spuzzy is wearing a three-piece ensemble in lavender with complimentary hat, ready for a wedding, maybe. Joe is dressed in a dark sport coat and checkered blue shirt from the closet and black trousers. This is topped off with a not-so-formal straw hat, which Joe wants everyone to know that the hat was made in his birth year of 1936. So he wanted to wear it. Duckwalls have been here at Brandon Oaks for 5.5 months. They grew up in Winchester, moving to Roanoke in 1968. A retired physician, Joe enjoys walking, being outdoors, piano playing, and involving himself with church work. Our next model is Sam Vance. Sam is wearing black jacket, dark gray pants, a white shirt, tie, and hat. I would say it's very much the uniform of doctors. Sam moved to Brandon Oaks with his wife, Dean, whom we all know, in April of 2017. He's a retired pathologist from 35 years at Carilion. A former anatomy professor said to Sam one day, and Sam told me this, quote, "Sam, you're a late bloomer, but you came on strong at the end." Our next model, Mary Evelyn Teelking. For formal wear, she's wearing a lightweight cotton quilted jacket and a flowery print. Really suitable for those cool spring days and nights. What's more, it's reversible for those sedate occasions. Mary Evelyn moved here from Danville with her husband Tom 5 years ago. She's originally from Michigan. She enjoys reading, doing puzzles, listening to music, and walking. Our next model, our second couple, which I have to preface with a couple of remarks. No, Fred is not separated from Iris. Iris came down with that gimmicky thing going around and could not attend today, but Jean did, and Jean quickly took over. Thank you, Jean. You are a gem for filling in for Iris. But I've heard from a number of folks here at Brandon Oaks that it isn't unusual for you to help out at any time. But I'm going to go ahead with Iris's bio because I really wanted to get a few things in. This was another husband-wife performance in this year's fashion show. On January 19, they moved here. Lived here a little over 3 years. Iris has been and is the horticultural supreme. She heads the resident council committee and continually looks for ways to care for and improve the Brandon Oaks grounds. Quite honestly, I think that she and Billy Murphy are the co-secretaries of the exterior here in Brandon Oaks. Our next model is Carol Masters. Hey, Carol. Carol's wearing a two-piece, neutral color animal print and features a wraparound long skirt. The top ties at the waist. I don't know how to figure that one out. Perfect for a classy event. A wide-brimmed straw hat with pink flowers and ribbon accentuate this outfit for the spring season. Carol moved here 2.5 years ago from the Penn Forest area with her husband, and originally from Buffalo, New York, frozen tundra. She enjoys the wellness classes, line dancing, bike riding, and daily outdoor walks with husband Joe. Our next model, one of our staff here, Christy Pace. This sky blue top is perfect for any occasion. And it can be dressed up with a skirt and heels for a night on the town. My observation, probably better in Roanoke than Floyd. Christy is a marketing pro for the last 5 years. She and Carter are the dynamic duo in marketing. She sees to it that the Oaks Club gets the best dinners available, much to the chagrin of the residents. No grabbing of the models. Our next model is Bob Walton. Bob's wearing a stylish light gray pair of slacks, along with a blue and gray shirt. Look closely at the patterns on that shirt, as it consists of a variety of whales. Don't grab the shirt, just look at it. Bob has been a Brandon Oaks resident for the past 3.5 years. He and his wife, Marion, moved from Penn Forest in southwest Roanoke County. You probably recognize his name from the bulletin board postings of furniture that the Brandon Oaks Auxiliary has each year. Our next models, our third and last couple, Edna and George Henning. Formal wear of George's attire is wearing a tux with a bright colored toucan bird with matching studs, making him a conversation starter for most occasions. I lived in Florida 8 years and I didn't know what a toucan bird was. Edna, not to be outdone, wears his top hat and jacket with lots of bling. What is that? Notice that the slacks have rhinestones at the back of her ankles. She also sports rhinestone earrings and a necklace from our own treasure trove. Both are longtime residents of Roanoke, but came here from the villages in Florida during November of 2020. Edna grew up on a farm in McKinney. She's a UVA graduate and registered nurse. Her spring favorite is the earth coming alive with flowers and the greening of Mill Mountain. Our next model is another staff person, Heather Pruitt. Heather comes out with a black silk midi skirt with floral print, white puff sleeve blouse, and beige wedgies, accentuated with a rustic necklace and earrings. She has been our life enrichment director for the past 7 months, physical therapist assistant for 13 years, and worked for Brandon Oaks for the last 10. She enjoys outdoor activities, spending time with family, and trying to anticipate what her 6-year-old and 7-month puppy will get into. Our next model is Joyce Murray. Formal. Here we have a fully lined black jacket with multicolored machine stitching over velveteen fabric. It's best worn in moderate temperatures for spring and or fall. Works well for the opera, symphony, or a cool weather wedding. She has 2 buttons for a close fit or provides wiggle room over another garment. And she says, believe it or not, it's a size 8. Joyce has been here at Brandon Oaks for over 3 years. Moved in on a rainy day, 3 days after Christmas. She has lived in Roanoke most of her life with stints in Winston-Salem, Columbia, South Carolina, Luray, and Norfolk. Our next model is Mike Sexton. Mike is wearing a blue and white pinstripe seersucker sport coat with navy blue trousers. For more elegance, check out the dress straw hat and the silver-handled cane. Mike says it's as formal as it gets. Mike and his wife, Sharon, have been here for a little over a year. He came to us from Lexington, where I guess he recognized that the Kendall could not match up with Brandon Oaks. Our next model is Ralph Beadle, whom we all know. His formal attire, wearing the blue and gold jacket and shirt, along with the khaki pants. Now, how would anyone not know he's a Navy guy? You throw in the black top hat, and you sure have a formal outfit commensurate with a Navy career. Ralph moved here with wife Nancy from Lancaster, Pennsylvania in July of 2018. Ralph is a retired naval officer who is a graduate of the Naval Academy. He's a computer nerd and a great tech teacher here at Brandon Oaks. Our next model is Becky Pilcher. Her formal attire, wearing a jacket and long skirt ensemble. Notice the brightly colored turquoise, gold, and avocado green accents on the jacket. You see the gold button at the top, but the rest of the buttons are hidden. The skirt is accented with vibrant leaves and faux fringe at the hem. The straw hat and black shoes complement the ensemble beautifully. Becky moved here in November of 19 with husband Jack from Mason's Knob. She enjoys all types of dancing and especially music from the 40s. Must be a Slow Boat to China fan. Our last model for the formal wear is Gary Ventola. Gary is wearing a gold and black checkered blazer jacket with white collared dress shirt, casual black pants, black shoes, and a tan fedora hat. Gary is Chief Financial Officer for the Virginia Lutheran Homes, and he's the guy that's responsible for the funny money here at Brandon Oaks. He's a 91 graduate of Hokie Land and currently working on his doctorate degree. His 35th anniversary coming up with wife Rebecca. Has 3 adult children, of which he is continually trying to figure out how to get 2 of them out of the house. Good luck. I now will turn it over to Pastor Keith for a brief interlude here while the models change into casual outfits. We're so blessed here at Brandon Oaks to have so many piano virtuosos, I'll tell you. Thank you, Pastor Keith. So let's get on with Act 2 of a two-act play here. Joan Gurniak in her casual outfit. Hey, Joan. We can't find Joan. Here she is. All right. Joan is wearing a natural colored tunic, which features embroidery and tassels at the top and also blousey sleeves. She wears it with linen-like latte pants. Both pieces pair well with Joan's favorite May Gardens scarf. She's got wrapped around her right now. You often see Joan walking and eating with Justine Kunkel. They are inseparable live wires. Next model, our first couple again in casual, Spuzzy and Joe Duckwall. Spuzzy is ready. She's always ready for a summer picnic with loosely flowing blue and white blouse over a white shell with white slacks. And the straw hat tops it off. My observation is she doesn't include the year made as Joe did, though. Joe is in a khaki sport coat, red checkered sport shirt with straight jeans and sandals. He's wearing a rare MCV baseball cap, and that tops his outfit. Spuzzy enjoys reading, playing around the bridge, activities with family and friends, and church and civic group work. She remembers fondly growing up with the Apple Blossom Festival in Winchester. She says it was magical. I, as a VMI cadet, remember it well one year because I think it was our first class year on May 15th. It was snowed out and we didn't march there. Next model is Sam Vance with his casual wear. Here he comes in jeans, blue shirt, yellow vest and hat. Looking good walking around the post. Sam's hobby is that of a ham radio operator with a station in their apartment. He also has a cousin living in Lexington who is a brother out of mine. Next model, Mary Evelyn Tealking in her casual outfit. Check out this dress. A brightly flowered print on creme-colored rayon, and it makes any occasion sunny. Her favorite spring event is the flowering of the trees. She says in Virginia it's magical. Always involved with Brandon Oaks. She was the Residence Council, last year's chair of the Wellness Committee. She's always involved. Again, we have Fred Duran without Iris, but with his girlfriend, Jean. Casual. Their outfits are for a walk on the Roanoke Greenery. Greenway. Somebody didn't. Fred with a blue plaid cotton shirt from the closet. Iris has chosen a blue denim jacket with bright red machine embroidered roses running down the front. Jewelry again from the treasure trove. The straw hat came from the closet but needed replacement trim. An observation here, when all these bios came in and the description of what they were going to wear, is obvious that Fred goes with the simple descriptions and Iris were the more complex. No wonder I don't understand fashions. Fred is easy to spot at dinner as he always has his Pinot Noir in his hand. And Fred constantly reminds me that Durand is spelled with one R. He's known as Freddie the Trucker as he hauls what the trimmers cut. Was an avid fisherman, and I remember him well 2 years ago parading around here these stables with a fly in his hat and a fishbowl in his hand. He says this is going to be his last. Carol Masters. Carol is wearing a bright print top that pairs well with black pants. A great casual outfit that takes you to most activities around town. Husband Joe is the editor of the Acorn, and I'm sure that Carol shares in the Acorn editing experience and probably steers Joe when possible. Christy Pace. Well, I'll tell you, get ready for a day of surf and sand with this pink crochet top and straw hat. Couple it with jeans, sandals, and a tote, and you're ready for the boardwalk. I'll tell you what was heard in the corridor recently about Christy as she was showing people around. Quote, there she goes giving tours to the prospective inmates. She's a Roanoke native, enjoys riding horses, loves dogs, especially rescue dogs, loves to travel, and is an enthusiast of that great sporting event, drinking wine with friends. Bob Walton, casual, wearing black jeans with a red, black, and white plaid shirt. The Panama straw hat highlights the outfit. Without a doubt, this look is appropriate for most of the activities here at Brandon Oaks. Bob is a great and loyal Hokies guy that is undoubtedly relishing the basketball win over Duke in the ACC tournament. I'm sure he'll probably tell you that it wasn't an upset, but we all know better. The Hennings, Edna and George. From the Villages comes these bright colors of their casual attire. It's called the Key West Casual. Edna wearing a multicolored jacket and matching shell, a time-matching earrings and brooch on her hat, and notice the glass holder around her neck. That supposedly is to hold the wine. George with sports comfortable jeans, a bright colored shirt, and straw hat. And for evening wear in Key West, you must remove the hats and the sunglasses. George is a graduate of VMI class 61, UVA 65, and Vanderbilt 72. He probably is, a prominent orthopedic guy in Roanoke for many years. And he performed the first hip and knee replacement in Roanoke, as I understand. You can see him walking the floors with his bright red, white, and yellow VMI cell phone. He loves watching the Masters golf and anything VMI. Heather Pruitt. Casually, check out the hot pink single button cardigan with white camisole, with capri jeans and black belt. The outfit is matched with black wedgie shoes, brim sun hat, and a monogram tote bag with hot pink and black accents. Heather is a Huddleston native, and she moved to Salem 10 years ago. She specifically likes softball, hiking, camping, and keeping up with her active husband. Joyce Murray in her casual outfit. This jacket everyone needs. It goes with everything: slacks, skirts, jeans. The colors offer a wide variety of pairings besides the ever-present jeans. You can go to the soccer game, grocery, and even to the mall, especially to find a shirt to match that particular shade of lavender. Size 14, which is hard to believe. Just toss in the washer and you're ready to go. Joyce's life has been related to people, church, and community. Was with the city of Roanoke as a foster home finder and trainer for many years. What she likes best about spring, turning the clock ahead. And now we'll get to Mike Sexton. Glad you're here. His casual outfit. He's wearing a pheasant embroidered Orvis corduroy trousers with shooting vest and hat. It's what he wears to a trap shoot. Not a crap shoot, a trap shoot. A full-fledged Hokie, we consider him an honorary brother at because he taught mechanical engineering at VMI for 35 years. He enjoys trap shooting, fly fishing, and banjo playing. He's also grooming Ben Burks for a banjo playing recital soon. Ralph Beadle in his casual outfit. A colorful Aloha shirt and denim pants speak casual. He's headed for fun in the sun with that unusual straw hat. And that straw hat is to slow the visit to our friendly dermatologist. This unique hat is available for sale at the clothes closet. If you got a problem computer-wise, Ralph will fix it. He enjoys family gatherings, especially with the grandchildren. On a personal aside, in dinner one night recently with Nancy and Ralph, I discovered that Nancy's uncle was my high school principal in Albany, New York, in 1951, 2, 3. Small world. Becky Pilcher. This casual and versatile black waistcoat with gold buttons and 2 small pockets is color accented with orange, blue, and white and encrusted with gold braids. The black turtleneck, black slacks, and shoes accent the waistcoat. Becky volunteers at RAM on weekends and looks forward to the joys of spring. Husband Jack is a woodworking enthusiast. Our last model, but not the least, is Gary Ventola, along with his casual outfit. Check out this red and white Hawaiian beach shirt with white beach pants. You throw in the black beach sneakers, black pork pie hat with sunglasses, and you have this dude looking for a party on the beach. Gary is liable to meet up with Christy Pace, the Hennings, or Bob Walton. Gary also looks forward to spring so we can do all kinds of yard work, especially getting the grass to look great prior to the summer heat, which will kill it. Let's have these models out here in front. Let's have a round of applause for these 18 models, which included 3 couples. Every one of these residents accepted the invitation and challenge to participate today. I think that, without a doubt, This kind of involvement emphasizes the close community we have here at Brandon Oaks. I think it is also important to thank the entire Brandon Oaks Auxiliary Board and the Brandon Oaks staff members who work closely with them for the work that they do, and especially to Teresa Walka. She's missed everything here, and give her a separate applause. Special thanks for the efforts of Carol Danielson, chair of the committee, and the entire committee listed in the program. They have all worked tirelessly to bring you this program today. We are blessed to have such fine people here at Brandon Oaks. Now I would like to introduce Kathy Minnick to present the door prizes. Kathy Minnick here. Here comes Kathy Minnick. Okay, Miles, you can go eat now.
Well, greetings again, good people. That's hard to follow. We move now to our final event. It's Glorious Spring. Can everybody, you've got to hear me because we've got prizes coming. We've got prizes coming. Can you hear me? Great, okay. So it's a glorious spring, and love is in the air. And love, in its many manifestations, is so very palpable at Brandon Oaks. The wonderful activities that we've experienced here so far, we have our volunteers to thank, and we have some other volunteers, folks who have donated the door prizes anonymously, and so we'll begin drawing and handing out the door prizes. Wheel of Fortune has nothing on us. We have our own Vannas. We have Carol and Seeley. And we'll start with a Hamrick's gift card presented by Carol to Joseph Duckwall, who I think just went out for lunch. So we'll make sure and find Joe. Our next gift card is a Kroger gift card presented by Seeley delivered by Seeley to Becky Pilcher, who, also modeling. Now, I promise you, everybody has the same opportunity for a drawing. Our next door prize is a Treasure Trove gift card. Now, there are a few people here who are not residents of Brandon Oaks, and if you haven't been to the Treasure Trove and you are a resident of Brandon Oaks, you're overdue. If you're not a resident, make sure and find it, open on Tuesdays and Fridays from 10 to 2. So our Treasure Trove gift card will be presented to Dick Fromm. Yeah. Okay. Now, our next two gifts are prizes, are wine gift baskets. One by one of our anonymous donors, and then the other by an inspired proprietor from Wine Gourmet. So Seeley will present the first, deliver the first wine gift basket to Mary Runyon. The next wine gift basket will be delivered by Carol to Sharon Bogus. The next grouping of gifts are donated by our anonymous in-house artisans. We have some lovely wooden, handcrafted products. They're really beautiful, and this room is large, but we're gonna do our best to give a little showing so you can ooh and ah. If you don't get to see it, find the winner and take a look, because they're really beautiful pieces. The first is a sapele box, a hard mahogany-like wood. Hilda Bacuzzi. Yeah. The next is a cheese board, handcrafted of sapele, cherry, and maple. This will go to Dennis Morris Burks. Dennis Morris. Dennis Morris. Dennis Morris. Yeah, sorry about that. I think Burks has to do with being on the staff. Now we have a beautiful little fur box made of fur, going to Allison Williams. And our last wood-crafted product, gifts, prizes, a pizza cutter and a laminated wine bottle stopper. You can see across the room the laminations, really pretty, really beautiful. And the last recipient is Ralph Beadle, who's at lunch, yeah. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy. Seems like the models and the staff did pretty well. Before turning it over to our super CEO here, Virginia Lutheran, Heather Ness, I thought I would just close my part out with an old Italian philosophy poem. I read it last year, and I think it's appropriate at this time of year. Count your garden by the flowers, never by the leaves that fall. Count your days by golden hours. Don't remember clouds at all. Count your nights by stars, not shadows. Count your life with smiles, not tears. And with joy on every birthday, count your age by friends and not the years. Thank you. Heather?
Thank you, Don. Can everyone hear me all right? Okay. Good afternoon. I can't tell you how truly excited I am to be standing here, seeing everyone's faces again. And also how exciting to be able to have our annual auxiliary fashion show again. There's just really such good energy, and I just can't tell you. It's just been a very, very special event. I also would say we could all agree the models certainly worked the runway to show us the latest and greatest available in Brandon Oaks attire to prepare us for the next season of spring. I'd like to say a special thank you to the Brandon Oaks Auxiliary for organizing today's event and for their continued dedication to enhancing the lives of those in our community. You might not realize, but in 2023, The auxiliary is going to be 50 years old, which is incredible. The auxiliary was initially started by the Lutheran Church women in the Virginia Synod. Their mission was to organize and unite the services of members to promote the physical comfort and spiritual well-being of the residents of the Virginia Lutheran Nursing Home, which we now call Brandon Oaks. To be true to their founding, the auxiliary continues to have representatives of the local Lutheran congregations as members of their board. And this is a really big number. Over the last 49 years, the auxiliary has raised approximately $895,000. So while we're talking about the Brandon Oaks Nursing and Rehab Center, since we have Natalie here today, and you can all see her face, I'd like to have her stand. Natalie is our administrator of the Nursing and Rehab Center. She has faithfully served Brandon Oaks the past 2 years, both in assisted living and now at the Nursing and Rehab Center, and has recently also added memory care. So thank you for all you do, Natalie, and all the funds raised benefit a lot of programs and services in that building. Just to give you an example of what this all-volunteer organization has used these tremendous amounts of funds to provide in recent years, a fully wheelchair-accessible bus, the state-of-the-art therapy gym located in the John P. Fishwick Rehab Center, specialized training for staff, music, art, and activity programs for residents, and holiday celebrations and special events, just to name a few of the many things the auxiliary has done. Events like today's fashion show supports the auxiliary's long-standing mission at Brandon Oaks. As Winston Churchill once said, "You make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Your presence here today is so deeply appreciated and embodies the true spirit of the auxiliary. Service to others unites people across all age groups, cultures, religions, and interests to accomplish a common goal: the happiness, care, and joy of others. Thank you again for sharing your afternoon. Have a great weekend and happy spring.